Huge win for the Orlando Valkyries. Offensively, this was their most efficient match so far this season. Defensively, it was absolute.
We are underway at Edition Financial Arena. First ball goes out to the pin, and Adora Anai recycled off the block, and off the second effort, Anai finds the floor, and Orlando is on the board first. Those 92 kills coming into today, ranking in the top 5 of all players in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Courtney Schwann hunting the sideline, found it, point to Orlando.
The key for Orlando is going to be getting started fast. However, they have gotten started fast in all of their sets. They have won the first set in all 5.
Technology provides our up referee Young Park with instantaneous feedback as to whether a ball was in or out. No question there, that ball was in, and that is kill number 2 for Courtney Schwann.
Yesterday when we spoke to Coach Amy Polly, she said Courtney Schwann is learning how to figure out how to play like she's practicing. She said in practice she's really aggressive. She swings like a dog. She wants to see.
Off the championship the season ago brought back only 2 players, Nani Valentine Anderson and Brooke Nunaviller. Kayla Cappy played for Grand Rapids, and that is a quick kill in response by Orlando.
Adora Anai is so incredibly talented. She has a nice long approach, great set by Shampoo right to her shoulder, and then Adora Anai has a ton of edge.
7-5 Valkyries early. Back row Nunaviller, picked up by Anai. Abercrombie looking for the heavy cross, found the back corner.
Across the last 2 matches, Brittany Abercrombie has racked up 40 total kills. Week in and week out, she's putting up giant numbers from the front row and the back row.
Match likely brewing here between these 2 teams who, at least here in Orlando, play each other tight. Both extended set affairs a season ago. Great defense by Camila Gomez. Anai off the block and down.
What an up by Gomez. She puts herself in the right position. She's got such a good read on the ball. She's nice and low and she can pop it up, recycle it up for her team. But if you give Adora Anai a second chance to take a swing at the ball.
Lead down to 3, meanwhile, for Orlando. Back set, Abercrombie. Good pursuit there and a free ball to Orlando. Opportunity for the Valkyries who go quickly to the middle, and Natalie Foster. Madison, you really like to see teams get aggressive off those free ball opportunities. They ran that ball right up to the net, and Foster wasted no time putting it down.
And that is the key. You get a 3 pass, you are in system. I say run through. Great connection on that right side.
Kelsey Payne, one of the best players ever in Kansas history, recording her first kill of the match. And Brittany Abercrombie continues to rack them up here in set 1.
Brittany Abercrombie is absolutely insane. Great bump set by Shampoo, showing your experience there in the setter position. And then Brittany Abercrombie drops her pinky and can drive it down the line.
Reagan Cooper, who last year played for the Columbus Fury. And off one, stretch it too far beyond that as this serve floats in short. Anai found the back corner. That defense was pulled in toward
in the league.
Anai off the edge of the block and out. Adora Anai is off to a great start. And it's interesting, Matt. A couple of kills in this rotation through the front row for Kelsey Payne. Lindsay Vanderweide checks in, and this was a player that we saw in practice yesterday, regularly bouncing balls. It felt like we just needed to see her today, and sure enough, first set we do.
And she's got a really cool arm swing. It's kind of like a
5 kills on 11 swings in this opening set for Brooke. Vanderweide a turn back. Brown trying to shove it to the corner. Vanderweide dug up and out by Brooke Nunaviller, and Orlando leads. Out of the middle. Poor dug by Yosea. Opportunity here for Orlando. Abercrombie and the Valkyries claim set 1. 2 middles for Omaha back. That's Caitlin Horde, number 23. Abercrombie gets another kill.
We've seen a lot of range from Brittany Abercrombie. We've seen her take something
there as well. It's great to make the move down to the floor this season here in Orlando. Kayla Caffey with an off-speed tip out of the middle. Abercrombie swats it off the block. Nunaviller, sharp angle out assist. Anai rises and fires. Cooper back row. Schwann, heavy cross. Opportunity here for the Valkyries. And out of the middle, it's Natalie Foster.
During the entirety of that play, I was just thinking, man, I love volleyball. It is so much fun to watch. And what's fun about this rally is I think almost every single
player to play with. She doesn't ask for much. And Naudi Valentin Anderson is the type of setter that she wants to help you as best as she can. How much is the fact that she's okay with whatever set, even if it's not where she wants it to be? How much might that loom into some of those misconnections?
You know, I totally appreciate that, and I can definitely empathize with that because when I was a player, I also was, you know what, no, my fault. Like, I can swing at anything. So I think taking accountability, they went to Brooke Nunaviller.
Nunaviller, Payne, and Reagan Cooper all comfortable from the back row. Brittany Abercrombie is comfortable from the back row as well. She hammers that D ball home.
Brittany Abercrombie, you are
8 all of last year. Nunaviller off the top of the block. Anai goes to the tip once more. Picked up by Nunaviller. And Cooper off balance. Rolls it over. Nothing off balance about that swing by Natalie Foster.
Across the last 2 matches, Natalie Foster had a breakout week with back-to-back season highs to finish with 21 kills throughout those 2 matches. And not only
seen in a big way for Orlando this season. One of those real clear rising stars early on in year 2 for the Pro Volleyball Federation. Good pursuit by the Supernovas. Hanging in the rally for the moment. Anai puts it down and puts that rally to an end in a hurry.
The Orlando Valkyries are running a pretty tricky offense. The opposing block jumping with Natalie Foster, not all the way lined up.
That despite dropping the first set, hit 290, which is about 70 points higher than their season average in set 1. Set 2 has just been an Orlando onslaught, largely from the drop. Anai has led the charge on offense for the Valkyries, and she continues. Leads by 10. Another strong swing. Omaha has sent Kendra Waite in to run the offense here in set number 2. I like the decision to go set or dump there on that tight ball to the net, Madison. But Orlando, so far in this set, feels like they're pitching a no-hitter.
Absolutely, when it that needed to get going and to heat up. So I like the decision to switch up the setters, get new chemistry on, and see how they handle it.
Out of the middle, Natalie Foster puts another ball down. That's another kill for number 13.
When speaking with Coach Bird earlier today at Serve and Pass, she said their greatest weakness is if their block isn't established. I'm talking about the Omaha Supernovas now. She said if our block isn't established.
Bringing in some fresh faces. Kendra Waite back to serve is one of those who checked in recently. Brittany Abercrombie has been a factor from the start for Orlando, and that's another kill for number 6. Keep an eye out for their senior setter, Celia Colin. I was surprised that she didn't end up somewhere in the Pro Volleyball Federation this season. We'll see as it goes on if Celia makes her way to the PVF. It would certainly be great to see her have an opportunity as well. Abercrombie has had an opportunity to make an impact in Orlando this season, and she has risen to the occasion time and time again.
Watch Abercrombie on that D-ball. Looks like the block of Reagan Cooper was just a little too early. She was on her way down. As
Affy back to serve. She goes cross to Schwann. Out of the middle, Foster dug by Londot for the moment. But Omaha, first ace of the match for Orlando. That's tight. Off the D-ball, Abercrombie finds the back corner.
And Abercrombie is in an absolute rhythm. She's delivering some really aggressive serves behind the service line, providing some service pressure, giving her defense a chance to recycle the ball up, and then she took...
Guys who wear suits to wipe up the floor. Now that is commitment. I do have to give Columbus credit for that. Orlando, give them credit for manning the net well, and the Valkyries have fought their way back to level. Nearly 2,300 career kills at Ohio State, second all-time in program history for the Buckeyes. Kaz Brown, you mentioned number 11 for Orlando. She's been efficient. She just hasn't had a whole lot of looks on offense. There she is, cashing in again.
And that was a nice in-system pass by Adora Nye. She took it high hands. Great to her setter. And then Kaz Brown is very efficient. She had 10 too. She's very poised and kind of a sneaky attacker.
That was tight to the net. Good decision there by Waite to go ahead and dump it over and see if she can't get Orlando scrambling. Great defense by Gomez. Schwann, smart shot over the block and down.
Courtney Schwann just needs to be on the court. Her defense, first of all, her ball control is almost as elite as they come. She was in that 4 area. Nice pass on the ball by her. Good read.
To go. I jumped ahead of the stat feed. Orlando has, in fact, doubled their block count in this set alone. Out of the middle, Natalie Foster. Boy, she has looked so incredibly offensive. Schwann finds the back corner.
We talked about Courtney Schwann's offense. She's got 6 kills, hitting .267. Defensively, 14 digs.
Foster. Cooper. Hugged by Foster. The Orlando bench exploded when the middle came up big on defense, and then the Valkyries transitioned out of it, Mads.
You know that has to feel so good by Natalie Foster, ripping that serve, going to left back, which is where the lady's giving her team her all.
I don't know if we can track that for everybody in the league, but I guarantee you she's got to be close to the top in pancakes per set. Off one foot, there's Kaz Brown. And you just feel like Orlando is applying more and more pressure, and Omaha continues to bend until there's an open gap, and then the Valks make them pay.
Exactly.
Live moment to moment, so the short-term memory isn't always the greatest. I can assure you that 2 of those blocks were Londot. I don't know about the third, but she has been impressive. I don't know what the final stat line is going to be for Emily. She has also been impressive. Back bump, Abercrombie.
Abercrombie loves that deep down the line. She's a lefty, so she's coming in facing angle, and she drops her pinky, driving it down the line. Reagan Cooper may need to set up a little bit more outside.
Witten in to serve. Foster and Orlando sweep the Supernovas.
Huge win for the Orlando Valkyries. Offensively, this was their most efficient match so far this season. Defensively, it was absolutely